Hello, this is Victor at Mercedes.com. Today I have a video of a wiring harness for 94 Mercedes S350 diesel model W140 chassis. This is for a local customer in Eastern New York, East Hamptons. And the wires were bad, as we all know. They all did deteriorate, and all the wires here were replaced from pin to pin with military grade cables, updated thickness, just a little thicker, and these never go bad as opposed to original wires. So the harness, as you can see, has been wrapped and connector sealed, okay, because original seal is pretty bad. Here's the part number I saved along with engraving of the part number. The number is also found here on the sticker, but sometimes they get lost, and engraving is good. So it's a 140-540-2005. Okay, so everything is done, and right now I'm going to make a test. I test my pin outs just to make sure that pins correspond to sensors. So I'm just gonna have my connector here, so it sits in my low vise here, so I can connect to it and then test individual sensors. Alright, so let's just do that, and once it's all finished it will be ready to go to a customer. So let's just set the camera here, there. Now also up front there you can see that that's my schematic diagram, so I can actually check on each sensor, check which pin goes where. So let's just start with pin number 1. So I'll connect my probe to pin number 1. Okay, and by diagrams, pin number 1 is supposed to go to B5, which is pressure sensor. I have my marks here on my sensor, so this is B5. Pin number 1 on B5. You can see beeping, that means continuity. Here there is nothing. Number 1 to number 1, that's great. Now pin number 2 on the connector corresponds to pin number 3 on pressure sensor. Diesel injection pressure sensor, as you can see. Pin 3 works, the other ones do not, that's good. So let's just finish with this connector right now. Let's just do pin number 2. Pin number 2 joins together with coil connector, and we're going to do it's L7, which is starter ring gear speed sensor. That's where these two connect. Pin number 2 on this one, and the gear sensor position. So let's do, since they all terminate at 15, I'll go to 15 here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now that's at 15, so number 2, you can see, works great. Since it's connected to 15 already, might as well check number L3, that's ring gear. It's supposed to be number 1. I know it's a little boring, but before I mail it out, I want to do this. So let's see, what is this? L3, yes, number 1, and here we have it. Since I'm holding L3, might as well check the second pin off it, and that's supposed to go to number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we have it. So we know these two sensors are properly connected, so we can put them aside. That's great. Next set, let's do coolant temperature sensor, which is a single pin here. So I'll connect to that. That's going to be B11. It's number 4. Here is number 4. So this sensor is good. Next to this is coolant temperature sensor for fans. So we have 1 and 2. This is 1, supposed to go to 6 and 7. So 6, 5, 6. Okay, and then the 7 and 7 here. Okay, so those are fine. these can go backwards as well. Then we have a few more connectors here to check. Let's do L7. L7 is our that's the rack positioning, I believe it is. Fuel rack position sensor. Okay, L7. Let's start with pin 1. Here's pin 1. Supposed to go to, what is that, 8? 8, okay. So 10, 9, 8. Great. Then pin number 2 supposed to go to number 9. It's 9. Okay. And pin number 3 supposed to go to 16. Okay, so we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we have it. Fuel rack sensor is fine. Okay, now we have, let's do Y22. That is going to be our, where is my Y22? Let me just make sure I get this. Actually, no, not Y22. We'll do S27. That's like EGR valve sensor and AC compressor cutout. So that's S27. S27 is this funny looking one. So number 1 supposed to go to ground. Ground is this W11. So we go to the ground. Let's see, perfect. Pin number 3 supposed to go to 12. So we'll go to 12 now, which is 11, 10, 11, 12 right here. That's 12. So this sensor is fine. What have we here left? We have 2 more, Y9 and Y22. So let's do Y22. That will be our idle speed control, electromagnetic actuator. There we go. Y22. So pin number 1 for it, this is Y22. Pin number 1 should go to number 10, which is here. Number 10. Boom. 10. And number 2 on this connector is supposed to go to 11. That is our 11. So this one is fine. And we have Y9. Y9, what is this? Key shut-off switchover valve. Okay. So that's supposed to go, pin number 1 should go to ground. This one right here. Perfect. And number 2 supposed to go to 17. And there we have it, number 17. So that's about it. All the wires correspond to their proper locations on the connector. The connectors are new, except for a few connectors. These are old and these are new, but the old ones are perfectly fine, so I'll let them be. My markings I can remove because they're not needed. You cannot really miss where you plug in these things because they can only reach to their destined sensor. They cannot be moved around too far because wires are quite short, so they can only make it to the sensor that is in the vicinity of this very sensor. And also all the lengths are preserved. Everything is exactly the same way as from the factory. Okay, so I think we got it done and it's basically ready to go. And off it goes. Alright, so again, this is a little long and boring video, but I wanted to show finished product before it is going to be mailed back to my customer, and off it basically goes. Alright, so this is all for now. This is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.